What's up? Hey, what's good? What's poppin'? I am Miss Berry. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys for sliding through and coming to kick it with me. As you guys can see from the title. So now, I did a video yesterday on Bill Maher. Am I saying his name right? About the prediction he made regarding Trump in 2024. A lot of you guys had a lot of things to say about Bill Maher. Once again, he looks familiar. I kind of sort of know who he is, like, but I really don't know him like that. So I'm just watching and seeing what he has to say, like everyone else. Like, I appreciate everyone's opinions and everything like that. Like, I've been called a sellout and everything because I said in my videos from yesterday that I was identifying as Democrat, and now I'm identifying as, I want to be more independent conservative. Like, I identify more with that, but I haven't come to a complete whole decision, you guys. Oh my god, so many comments. Anyway, we gonna figure out why the woke left has officially lost Mr. Bill Maher. So let's go ahead and get straight up into it. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and press play.
And finally, new rule: if Halloween is too much for your fragile sensibilities and you're worried about seeing someone wearing something that's on the forbidden costume list.
Forbidden costume list.
Just stay the fuck home.
Well, that.
Every year we go through this bullshit. Lists of costumes you better not wear, lest a night of irreverent dress-up spiral into something that resembles fun.
Okay, so at what
Here's
point is we gonna find out?
I won't tell you how to harvest and sell my personal data, and you don't tell me what I can wear on Halloween.
It's official. The woke left has lost Bill Maher. We're going to take a look at his latest and frankly brilliant critique of cancel culture, as well as his scorching condemnation of woke historical revisionism. And we're going to see how Bill Maher is hardly alone. The woke left really is tearing the liberal world
Hey, Mr. Doc. I said
apart.
Mr. Doc. Hey,
This
Mr. Dr.
weekend,
Steve.
Bill Maher slammed the uber-offended woke left and what he called Cancelvania, their ridiculous attempts at censoring Halloween costumes. He cited a list of banned costumes published on the ultra-left BuzzFeed site, or as he's calling it, Buzzkill, and proceeded to absolutely torch the woke left.
You know, I find it so interesting. You would think that a Handmaid's Tale costume would be acceptable since it derives from a completely woke-approved show that condemns the patriarchy. No. Buzzkill says no Handmaid's Tale costume either because it hits a little too close to home right now.
You know what? I watched The Handmaid's Tale. Matter of fact, what's today? Tuesday? I don't think it's out yet. But I definitely watched The Handmaid's Tale, and I mean, honestly, I could go both ways with this costume here, because even though, it's just really hard to like speak on it, because me watching the show, I know what it's about, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just a show. And at the same time, I'm not 100% sure if, things like this in another place was happening 100%. But I mean, similar stuff. So I can't really speak on it too much. I never just took a deep dive into The Handmaid's Tale. I just know that I watched the show, though.
Okay, this is the life philosophy of zillennials. Things that are interesting might also contain something which could cause a moment of discomfort, so ban it all. It's not your fault, kids. Your parents ruined you by overprotecting you, and now you're these assholes.
I don't know why I was doing that.
And that is the craziest part of all this. Being irreverent, unclenched, and playful should be the province of the young, but it's not. Boomers are supposed to be the get off my lawn crowd, but when someone in a problematic costume shows up at your door, it's literally Gen Z telling them to get off my lawn. Except it's not even your lawn because you live at your parents' house. So I thought, what better costume to wear this year than the most ridiculous one I could think of? You. This year, I'm going as an uber woke, overly anxious, perpetually offended 20-something. Would you like to see what I have for this costume? Okay. I think you're going to really enjoy it. Okay. First of all, I have my Fuck the Patriarchy t-shirt. Oh, yes. And then I have a check from the patriarchy to pay my car insurance.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I've got my my nose ring. My vape pen. I've got my
The substitution of the word equity for
Oh my God,
equality
y'all. I gotta
is a
really
semantic
take this
game,
off of here.
a trick to avoid the obvious.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Equality of
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Or today. I'm gonna do it tonight after this
I've got my
video.
cloth surgical mask,
Lord.
my surgical mask, my N95 mask, and my face shield. Then after I leave the house, I have my Klonopin to take the edge off,
Lord.
my Adderall to put it back on. I have my participation trophy, my cat ear headphones to listen to sad music, the stick that goes up my ass, and the leash for my support animal. And just in case anyone still doesn't get what I'm all about, I have a wet blanket. All right. Thank you very much.
Man, that was good. I gotta say, that's when Bill Maher shines. When he takes on the insane woke left, he absolutely shines. I mean, it may be because of my partisan affinities for sure, but
He just had
think that
enough?
when Maher beats up on Trump and MAGA Republicans, he just comes across as overly indignant and resentful. He's just not funny. He comes across as bitter and spiteful, like the late night clowns Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert. And his audience, which is overwhelmingly liberal, his audience loves it when Maher slams the woke. So I think he's really found his shtick here. Now, of course, this isn't the first time Maher has done this. He's a very serious
Maher.
and insightful critic.
It's
of the
Maher,
woke
not
left,
Mayer, right?
Particularly their take on
So I was saying his name wrong. Maher? Is it Maher? Or Mayer? Maher. Maher. I don't know.
New rule, you can get creative with a novel, a TV show, or a movie, but history books,
The past and the
that's not supposed
I
to be
said
fan
periods.
fiction. How we teach our
Fast and the
kids history
Furious.
has become a big controversy these days, with
Yeah.
liberals accusing conservatives of wanting to whitewash the past, and sometimes that's true. Sometimes they do. But plenty of liberals also want to abuse history to control the present. And last month, a scholar named James Sweet caught hell for calling them out for doing just that. He criticized a phenomenon known as presentism, which means judging everyone in the past by the standards of the present. It's the belief that people who lived 100 or 500 or 1,000 years ago really should have known better. And the capacity for cruelty is a human thing, not a white thing. That's the truth, even though it doesn't jibe with the current narrative. But in today's world, when truth conflicts with narrative, it's the truth that has to apologize. Being woke is like a magic moral time machine where you judge everybody against what you imagine you would have done in 1066, and you always win. Portland Public Schools has a plan now to teach kids that the idea of gender being mainly binary was brought here by white colonizers. The curriculum guide says, when the United States was colonized by white settlers, their views around gender were forced upon the people already living here. Not even Star Trek would try that story.
I'm looking like, what?
Where they discover a planet and give them separate bathrooms. It's like they finally discovered a unified theory of wokeness.
Whoever
incorporating
edited
all
this
their ideas
did a
about
good
race,
job.
Gay, gender, and colonizers. Like the New World was a great big diverse dance club, and the Pilgrims were the bridge and tunnel crowd who came in and ruined everything. There's a play called I, Joan, currently being presented in London, written by Charlie Josephine, who identifies as non-binary and uses they, them pronouns. and it portrays Joan of Arc as, surprise, non-binary with they-them pronouns. Which, if you think about it, makes even less sense because Joan, being French, spoke a language where every noun is masculine or feminine. Joan says in the play, "I'm not a girl. I don't fit that word," as if she's a character on Euphoria.
Now, that was brilliant. I mean, seriously, that was really brilliant. And his mention about Joan of Arc being French and speaking a language that's actually grammatically framed in gender binaries is not just a clever observation. It's actually precisely why the French government has banned woke gender-neutral language from coming anywhere near their shores. They don't want anything to do with American wokeness. They find any and all attempts at degenderizing language as absolutely offensive to their culture. I think Bill Maher is being even more insightful here than he realized. But the key to all of this is that wokeness is literally tearing the left apart. The more woke the establishment left gets, both at the head of the Democratic Party as well as the media and entertainment industries, the more woke they get, the more the political left ends up shattering. Joe Rogan is recognizing this. Wait until you hear what he had to say about the red wave that's coming up next week. But first, for you patriot business owners out there, you got to meet my good friend Josh Zaglowski, co-founder of ERC Specialists. He has an amazing payroll protection company exclusively dedicated to understanding and maximizing what's called the CARES Act Employee Retention Credit. If you're a small business owner looking to get up to $26,000 per employee back from Bumble and Biden, click on that link in the description below to see if you qualify today. It's an absolutely amazing opportunity.
That's pretty
There's a lot of people that are afraid of the reprisal. They're afraid of getting attacked, and they'll silently, when they're amongst friends, going, "What the is going on? Like, what is going on?"
Yeah.
And those people, that's going to be responsible for the red wave. I think the red wave that's coming is going to be like the elevator doors opening up in The Shining.
Really?
That's what I think. I think people are just like, what the are you saying? They're making Republicans.
I don't know how they're doing it. I had a family member who
By
is
showing their true
a
colors.
boomer and a diehard liberal, and they told me when I was home this summer that they would vote for DeSantis, and I'm like, how did you lose this person?
Yeah.
How did you lose this person? This is a like, go to the ballot and vote blue no matter what, and you've lost even the boomers.
You've lost a lot of them that aren't talking about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, that's Joe Rogan. That's Joe Rogan with comedian and podcaster Bridget Phetasy, also a disaffected leftist who's abandoned the Democrats of late. Again, what you're hearing here is all from one staunch leftist. Maher, Rogan, Phetasy. We can add Elon Musk to the list. Piers Morgan, all once avowed leftists. And they've all abandoned the woke. To the extent that the left is defined by wokeness, they want nothing to do with it. And we've got data now showing that they're merely representative of a mass sentiment on the left. This is coming from data compiled by University of London scholar Eric Kaufman, where he draws from a number of surveys that all show the exact same thing. When you ask Democrats if they support some woke agenda, right? Do you support CRT being taught in our schools or transgender athletes competing in women's sports, whatever it happens to be? The answers generally split down the middle. About 50% will say, yes, I'm all for it. But another 50% will say no. For example, we know precisely where Maher would be. He would say absolutely not, while I'm sure one of his leftist panelists would say yes, right? But when you ask Republicans the same questions, do you support such and such issue or woke issue or agenda? What's the Republicans' answer? It's not just a no, it's a resounding hell no. So wokeness, what it's doing is it's splitting the left and it's uniting the right. In other words, the right is far more likely to vote against wokeness than the left is to vote for it. That's why wokeness is splitting the Democrats and galvanizing and uniting Republicans, which Bill Maher, again, it needs to be underscored, Bill Maher is a liberal. He's not a Republican by any stretch of the imagination, but even he has had it with the woke left. And as this data suggests, Bill Maher is not alone. We are indeed seeing the liberal world splitting apart just in time for the midterms.
Wow.
As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You will definitely want to check out my latest video on a...
Did I pause it? What I did to it? Oh, I didn't click the doggone link in the doggone video, y'all. Anyway, we're gonna end the video.
That spells doom for the Democrats in the midterms. You're not gonna want to miss it. So make sure to click on that link.
This computer has a mind of his own, y'all. Okay. So we're gonna end that right there. It was pretty interesting to see his little commentary, Mr. Bills. Pretty interesting. I can't really say too much because again, I am pretty new to this journey, but from my understanding, it's a lot of people that's leaving the left side because it's like the truth is becoming more and more real, you know, like for everybody to see, like put out on blast, boom, there it is, you know, like, and it's making a lot of sense to a lot of people, you know, like it's just the corrupt world that we live in, right? Like it's just hard to believe that, you know, certain things that people would do, and just, you know, like we have a government that we're supposed to trust, but you know, don't necessarily have our best interests at heart because this person in office or this person says, oh, we're gonna do this and I want to do that, and then get in the office, and you know, like, come on, we all about them actions, the ones that actually showed us stuff, you know, like those are the ones, like Trump, for instance, you know, who actually did something, but you know, he's this and he's that, and I'm, you know, the biggest to sit here and say, oh, you know, like I was always for Trump. I'm not even gonna say, oh, I'm just 100% for Trump. That's not what I'm saying, but I understand Trump a lot better. And if it came down to it, if I know what I know now, if I knew that then, I probably more than likely would have voted for Trump instead of Biden. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just about the actions as well. It's not just so much as, oh, you all talk, but you ain't look at the actions in that. You know, they speak volumes, and that means a lot because anybody can say anything, but that don't mean that don't mean that they're gonna actually do it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, y'all, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction video just as much as I enjoyed reacting to it. Y'all comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see on this channel. Let me know your thoughts and how you feel about his commentary and your thoughts on him officially leaving the woke left. Like, I want to know what you guys think as well. Don't forget to thumbs up, like up this video, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so when I drop a new video, you will know, you won't miss it, and you'll be right here. It costs nothing to hit the subscribe button. Literally, it costs absolutely nothing, you know. But anyway, I appreciate you guys as always for coming through and coming to kick it with me, and until next time.